Good. Is no good. Is no good. Is no good. Ist no good, der Großvezier gewinnt niemals. Was denkt denn ihr? Doch wird es zu verrückt, Kalif. Geht vielleicht noch etwas schief.
Er will sogar Kalif. Er will sogar Kalif.
Soll das Karussell sich drehen, wirbelt listige Ideen. Täglich treibt er falsches Spiel. Kalif zu sein, das ist sein Ziel.
Is no good. Is no good. Is no good.
Listen to this, Adolaf. I've invented a new tax. A license plate for elephants. All elephant drivers will have to buy one.
Ah, I can already see the line stretching for miles and miles.
No, how awful! No, it's terrible! What? They've already heard of the new tax? Somebody's leaked the story to the press.
No, boss, you got it wrong. There's something real weird going on. Come and see this, boss. There's this man with a gold statue. He's crying his heart out.
That's just what I need. Sad guys work wonders for me. The sadder, the better. What's wrong, sad man? Why are you crying on this statue?
It's not a statue. It's my friend. My best friend.
His best friend?
Let me explain. My pal is a performer. Well, he hosts private parties.
Right now, he looks more like a dumb dummy.
You see, he's a snake charmer.
He sure is a rather charming charmer like this.
At the end of a private show, the man who had asked my friend to perform shook hands with him, congratulating him, and... presto! He was changed into a golden statue!
Is this solid gold?
No! Not even! I've asked a goldsmith. He's only gold-plated!
Oh, I see. But where does this gilder live?
On the Black Mountain! But what am I going to do with my dear, worthless friend?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Uh-oh, I know what's coming next.
I'll see if I can sell him off as a scarecrow. A sad fate for a snake charmer.
If I can get this gilder guy to touch the Sultan, he'll be changed into a statue. Get my drift?
Ah, what's the big deal?
The statue will change my status. At last, I'll be Sultan instead of the Sultan.
Oh, no, boss. I've heard such scary stories about the Black Mountain.
Oh, nonsense. Foolish superstition. On that mountain, there's only a harmless guy who changes people into statues. Besides, I don't need you. I'll go alone. I'm off to rent a camel.
Phew. And I'm off to pick flowers. I have a bad feeling about this.
That rent-a-camel guy is such a pain. Watch out. Drive slowly. I don't want any bumps. Do this, don't do that. Ugh.
Ah, ha, ha. These pansies are so pretty.
This must be it.
A visitor. You're most welcome to my palace, stranger. I feel so lonesome.
How come? Don't you have any friends?
I can't have any friends. Look what I've done to all my friends.
Amazing!
Ever heard of King Midas?
The guy with the golden fingertips?
He's the one. Well, I have the misfortune of being one of his descendants. My name is Karat.
So it really is gold!
Well, with the passing of generations, my powers are no longer what they used to be.
No kidding!
I've lost the Midas touch. Nowadays, I can produce nothing but worthless gold-plated metal.
Say, I've got a golden opportunity for you.
Why don't you stay and eat with me? You can tell me about it over dinner. Grab a straw.
A straw?
You see, it's the only way I can eat. Because if I touch the food with my hands, it becomes gold-plated. My choice of food is somewhat limited. Soup or soup, and sometimes, for a change, soup.
There's food for thought here. I hope you're better at gilding than at dining.
Oh, all that glitters is not gold. I feel awfully lonesome.
I understand your troubles, but I've got a problem of my own.
Really?
Yes, and I would like you to put your finger on my problem, which is the Sultan.
Whoa! This is the very first time somebody's held out a helping hand to me.
Trust me, accept my offer and you'll be eating out of gold plates for the rest of your life.
I've never wanted to miss a golden opportunity.
And when I get to be Sultan instead of the Sultan, I'll appoint you most loved person. You'll have lots of friends. You'll be my Sultan's golden boy.
Okay, let my fingers do the walking. Here, shake this.
Sure, it looks funny, but ridicule has never turned anybody into a statue.
Well, I wouldn't like you to know the same fate as the last guy I shook hands with.
Yeah, come on, let's get moving. My camel is waiting outside. After you.
Ah, this should do. Now, what else do I need?
You're a nice camel, you are.
Can't you keep your hands off anything?
Oh!
Now we've got to walk. Woo! We're nearly there. Let's go straight to the Sultan's palace.
Buy my carpets, my flying carpets, beautiful flying carpets, rock bottom prices. Come on, feel this carpet.
If you insist.
A brand new item, metal floor covering, the best on the market. Carpets are out, metal flooring is in. Impress your friends, yours for a song.
Here we are. This is the door of the Sultan's apartments. You just open the door and touch him. Don't say a word. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm. Aren't you coming with me?
No, I'll stay here and keep a lookout. He's done it! I've done it! What have you done?
But I followed your instructions to the letter. I didn't even introduce myself, I swear.
But this isn't the Sultan. It's his master of ceremonies.
Really? Pleased to meet you, sir.
Quick! Hide him behind the curtain. If the Sultan sees him, he'll start wondering what's going on. Done?
Not exactly. I'm in dire straits. I touched the curtain and now there's no way I can move it.
Wait here. I'll hide it in the chorus.
Oh, what do you have there, dear Iznogoud?
What? It'll be perfect here. It's a statue of your master of ceremonies.
A striking likeness. I'll bet he was delighted.
If you wish to have your statue done, I have an amazing sculptor here.
Excuse me. Allow me to prepare your bed for a nap. Oh, potpourri of all virtues.
No, I'll take care of the Sultan's bed.
Let this servant do his work, dear Iznogoud.
Touche!
No.
Is this your sculptor?
Well, yes.
Well, he does work fast. My bed should be ready by now. I'm off for my nap.
Who's that fatso?
It's the Sultan, you jerk!
Let's hope I'll be ready in time.
If that's how things are gonna be, I believe it.
Don't leave me! My bark is worse than my bite!
I can't stand being insulted.
Oh, come on! Let's make up!
You're lucky I have a heart of gold. Oops!
Ah, there you are, boss. I knew you'd been eating one of these before long.
Taxes! More taxes! It never stops!
You can say that again! It's the third time this month!
How can we make ends meet? And whose fault is it?
Hey! Hey!
Well, very well. Move up! Come on, move it!
Hey, boss, I really don't get it. What's the use? All this dough isn't for you. It goes straight into the Sultan's pockets.
I know. But when I become Sultan instead of the Sultan, the whole nest egg will be mine!
You should have booked in advance. We're full up now.
What do you mean, book? These here are tax evaders!
You don't say. What do you think I have in here packed like sardines? Tax evaders and more tax evaders.
What am I gonna do with this bunch?
Come back next year.
I'm sorry, but you've lost, Marvel of the East.
I'm done.
I need your signature, oh potpourri of all virtues.
A signature, dear Iznogoud?
The penholder of our great Sultan, Harun el-Placid.
I found some new taxes, ever so amusing.
Ah, my dear Iznogoud.
The Sultan's penholder!
There's something I would like to do, Iznogoud.
Tell me, but sign. Here too.
Well, I would like to go for a stroll in town.
What for? Here you are, sign this too.
I would like to hear my people's opinion of me.
As you wish. The Sultan wishes to mingle with people. Prepare the Sultan's outing.
Take a stroll through the town streets. The penalty for setting eyes on his royal person is beheading. I would like to ask them what they think, but there's nobody to ask. Hey, take me back to the palace.
Did you enjoy your stroll, old beacon of the Orient?
It's annoying, dear Iznogoud. Quite annoying. I get the impression that my strolls do nothing to promote verbal exchanges between myself and my people. And if I can't speak with my subjects, how can I know whether they're happy or not?
Well, Your Highness, I gave it some thought. I would suggest you go out incognito.
Incognito? But how does this incognito work?
You just dress up as a beggar. Then you go out alone and mingle freely with your people.
Oh, my dear Iznogoud, what would I ever do without you? I do so well in following your advice. Fetch my tailor.
The tailor of his most illustrious greatness.
Ah, my dear tailor, what's your shortest deadline for a beggar suit?
And when he comes back to the palace in his beggar clothes, I'll order the guards to arrest him. They'll think he's a nutcase. And then I'll be Sultan instead of the Sultan.
Dear Iznogoud, how do I look?
Marvelous, oh illustrious greatness.
Yes, I think it suits me quite well. This outfit has been soiled and torn by the tailor's most qualified assistants. Bring the royal elephant and my escort.
Huh? What for?
Well, to go for a spot of Incognito in town.
No, that's not how you go incognito.
It isn't?
You must go alone to speak to your people.
Alone?
Alone.
But I've never been out alone in my whole life. I don't even know how to cross a street.
Use pedestrian crossings, so at least if you're run over by an elephant or a camel, you can be sure that the vehicles and their drivers will be beheaded.
Ooh, how awful. I'll have to remember to avoid pedestrian crossings to make sure none of my subjects loses his head.
Great! I'm only one little detail away from becoming Sultan instead of the Sultan.
Here we go. Oh, but if I go, how am I going to find my way back? I'll go back in and ask my dear Iznogoud to be my guide.
Did you get that through your thick skull?
Oh, it's my dear Iznogoud.
If a beggar comes up to the door, you have him immediately arrested by the guards. And no matter what he says, you have him locked up in the palace's deepest dungeon.
No matter what he says. Okay, I got it, boss. I'd better go away. My dear Iznogoud is busy. Best not to bother him when he's working. I'll manage to find my way back to the palace on my own. Oh, there are lots of subjects around here. I'll ask a few questions at random. Dear fellow, would you mind telling me what you think of me?
I think you're a fat guy in tatters, and I don't have time to waste with fat guys in tatters.
Oh, of course. He didn't recognize me. I should have guessed. And what about the Sultan? What do you think of the Sultan, my dear fellow?
The Sultan? The Sultan is a tax-thirsty monster. He's a scourge for the people.
Huh?
The Sultan empties our pockets to fill his belly.
He's a thief.
A thief and a wretch.
I promise speedy reforms will be introduced.
You're nuts! How are you, a miserable beggar, going to convince the powerful Sultan?
I've got to tell Iznogoud to change the laws. Surely doesn't know that the people don't like them. Now let's see. I came from that way. Then this way, I think. Or was it this way? I'm lost.
Well, haven't you seen any beggars trying to be admitted into the palace?
No, Grand Vizier.
What is the Sultan up to? By this time, he should already have arrived and been thrown into the dungeon. I want him secured in a cell. I do laugh a lot.
Did you call me, boss?
We must find the Sultan. We'll go incognito. Go and find a couple of beggar costumes for us. The coast is clear. We'll find the incognito Sultan and bring him back to the palace.
1, 2, 1, 2.
At last I'm home. It wasn't so hard after all. I just asked the way to the palace.
Change of the Sultan's guards! 1, 2, 1, 2, halt! Present! Halt!
Everybody in the Sultanate knows where my palace is. but I don't know the address of any of my subjects. That's nice to be back in the old clothes I'm so used to. That's more like it. Go and fetch my dear Iznogoud.
The Grand Vizier of His Illustrious Greatness!
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 The Grand Vizier is nowhere to be found!
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 But that's extremely annoying. Never mind. I'll change the laws myself. This is a very urgent matter.
Oh, most illustrious greatness!
Yes, here I am. What's up?
2 beggars want to be admitted into the palace. One of them says he's the Grand Vizier.
Lock them up in the palace's deepest dungeon, no matter what they say.
Very well, oh most illustrious greatness.
That's what my dear Iznogoud said. And my dear Iznogoud's orders must be followed to the letter.
Let me in! I'm the Grand Vizier!
Just wait till I tell him. Lock them up!
Let me go! Let me go! I'm telling you, I'm the Grand Vizier!
And I'm the Queen of Sheba! Come on, stop your antics! To the dungeon with you!
Let me go! Let me go! Hey, don't you have any prisoners for me?
I thought you were full up!
Not anymore. Since the laws have been changed, it's empty in here. Empty? Nearly. Just a couple of beggars.
Want a taste, boss? It could be worse.
I'm gonna be Sultan instead of the Sultan. I'm gonna be Sultan instead of the Sultan. I'm gonna be Sultan instead of the Sultan. I'm gonna be Sultan instead of the Sultan.
Good. Good is no good. Is no good. Is no good.
Auf geht's!
Good is no good.